Floods and collapsing earth embankments following heavy rainfall have severely inconvenienced the general public for 6 straight days.
I am currently at the middle of the Thabbowa 1 Thambapani village. The water here is about 3 to 4 feet deep. The Disaster Management Centre and the Irrigation Department and the Navy have commenced rescue operations in the area.
The Thambapani 1 settlement in Thabbowa was completely submerged after the spill gates were opened. About 50 homes in the Puttlam town have also been inundated. The Hatton-Colombo main road was closed in Viagala today due to the threat of a landslide. Several low-lying areas in Horana have also been inundated. Our correspondent noted that Ballapitiya, Anguruwathota, Veravatta, Kandana, Mangalasiripura and other areas have been submerged. Several roads around Horana are also underwater. Several parts of Baddegama which were inundated when the Gin River broke its banks are still underwater. These images were captured from Baddegama, Inimankanda and Akuretiya this morning. Many rivers including the Kalu River, Kalni River and the Gin River overflowed following the heavy downpours. Low-lying areas in Madampe and Galgamur Chilau are still submerged by floodwaters. The Madampe police launched a boat to rescue a group of children stranded in several homes in the Madampe Galgamur area. One of the officers on board went missing after he was caught by a current.
නිලධාරි කෙනෙක් දෙන්නෙක් ආවා එක්කෙනෙක් ගොඩ හිටියා අනිත් එක්කෙනා යනකොට අපි හැබැයි පාර කිව්වා පාර කියනකොට දැන් ඇත්තට මේ මිනිස්සු දන්නේත් නැහැනේ පාර ඉතින් කොහෙන්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලා වතුර පිරලා තියෙද්දි වැව මැදට ආවා ඇවිල්ලා එයා ජම්බුර බැලලා ඔහාට ගියා ඒ යනකොට එයා ටිකෙන් ටික නැතුව ගියා.
The heroism of the police officer who placed the lives of others before his own must not be soon forgotten. A 40-year-old man was killed today when an earth embankment collapsed onto a home in the Navatalvatta area in Alawa. Another person was killed when a raft capsized in the Galagamadenia area in Ratnapura. Police say the 50-year-old man, who was a resident of Dompe, had drowned in the floodwaters when the raft capsized. Yet another individual was reported missing after being caught by a current near the Mavulagama bridge in Panduasnuvara. Several areas in the Kurunegala district are also inundated by floodwaters. The spill gates of the Thabbowa, Rajangania and Deduru reservoirs have been opened as heavy rainfall continues. Our correspondent noted that all 20 spill gates of the Thabbowa reservoir have been opened to release excess water.
Sirasa Shakti Sahanayatra aid convoys carrying relief donated by the public for flood-stricken communities departed for 2 districts today.
Religious observances were held at the Shah Himalaya opposite the head office of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited this morning prior to the departure of the Sahanayatra aid convoys. Subsequently, the Sahanayatra aid convoys departed for the districts of Puttlam and Ratnapura at 7 a.m. today. One of the convoys headed to the North Tandia and Mahabhavan administrative divisions in the Puttlam district, where thousands have been affected by flooding. Heavy rains persisted even as the convoys made their way to their destination.
Aid convoys carrying the donations provided by the general public of our country have reached the North Tandia area in the Puttlam district. As you can see behind me, there are still water increasing in this area, though the rainfall has stopped. Our plan is to get these aid, the donations provided by you, to the people living in this area affected by the adverse weather conditions. We will take this through this road, which is completely inundated as far as I can see, and take this to the people who are affected in this particular area in the Puttlam district.
Members of a disaster-stricken community gathered in the village of Tummodara, anticipating the arrival of the much-needed aid.
We cannot let our humanity be washed away by the rain. We hope the Sirasa Shakti Newsfirst Sahanayatra will help you to weather the storm and work towards rebuilding your lives.
Sirasa Shakti Newsfirst Sahanayatra. ගොඩක් පින් දින දින දිනේවායි කියලා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා.
මේ අපි වෙනුවෙන් මේ බඩු ලබා දුන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ සියලු දෙනාටම බොහෝමත්ම ස්තුතියි. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වැඩි වැඩියෙන් ලැබෙන්න කියලා අපි ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා.
ඔව් ඇත්තටම මේ බඩු ලබා දුන්න ජනතාවටත් ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙන්න ඕනි මොනවාද මේ වගේ අවස්ථාවක හැමෝම එකතු වෙලා සහයෝගය දීලා මේ අවතන් වෙලා ඉන්න ජනතාවට මෙහෙම දෙයක් කරන දෙයකට
අපිට මේ සහනාධාර දෙන්න උදව් වෙච්ච අයටත් ස්තුතියි.
One of the Sahane Yatra aid convoys distributed aid among the flood-stricken community in Mahawewa in the Putlam district. The aid convoys which departed for the Ratnapura district carrying the donations of the public had to brave treacherous roads to reach flood-stricken communities. Among the worst affected areas was the village of Dambuluwana. Officers of the Ratnapura Police Life-Saving Unit also joined hands with Newsfirst to assist in the distribution of aid. Members of the public rallied today as well, bringing donations for the Sirasa Shakti Sahane Yatra convoys to the head office of the NTV MBC network on Braebrook Place. Well, it is important to note that the Sirasa Shakti Sahane Yatra aid convoys carrying the aid and relief provided by the general public are still, as we speak, distributing the relief to the flood-affected people in the Ratnapura and Putlam districts. Now, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 36 hours as issued by the Department of Meteorology at 4 p.m. today. Now, the Department of Meteorology says the prevailing rainy conditions in the southwestern part of the island are expected to continue over the next couple of days as well, with fairly strong gusty winds of about 50 kilometers per hour expected over the island. Now, the department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the western, southern, Sabaragamu, central, northwestern and northern provinces, while showers are expected in other parts of the country after 2 p.m. Now, the Department of Meteorology does say that heavy falls of about 100 to 150 millimeters are expected in some places in the Sabaragamu, western, central and northwestern provinces, and particularly in the Gaul, Mathura, Jaffna and Manar districts, with heavy falls of about 75 millimeters. Now, the Department of Meteorology says fairly strong wind, there may be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers, and it urges the general public to take adequate precautions to avoid and minimize accidents caused by lightning activity. Now, if you take a look at the screen behind me, as I said before, the showers are expected over the southwestern part of the country. Even if you look all the way to the southwestern part of the country, there seems to be a disturbance continuing. As the Department of Meteorology says, the showers are expected to continue over the next couple of days. The winds are northeasterly, so as the Met Department said, showers will continue. Now, if you take a look at the landslide warnings issued in several parts of the country, the National Building Research Organization says the code red landslide warning issued to a couple of districts like the Ratnapura, Nuwara, Kaluthara, Gaul and K Gaul districts is still in effect. To break it down, in the Ratnapura district, the warning has been issued to the Alapata, Kuruvita and Ahaligoda administrative divisions, while in the K Gaul district, the code red landslide warning has been issued to the Bulat Kahupitiya, Daraniyagala, Dehiovita, Ruanwalla, Aranayaka, Galigamu and Mawanalwa divisional secretariat areas. As for the Nuwara district, the code red landslide warning has been issued by the NBRO to the Ambagamo, Kotmale and Nuwara administrative divisions. The NBRO also issued the landslide warning to the K Gaul district, to the Kaluthara district rather, for the Palinda Nuwara, Agalavatta, Bulat Singhala, Ingiriya, Wallalavita divisional secretariat areas. And as for the Gaul district, the National Building Research Organization issued code red landslide warnings to the Alpitia, Kadawat, Satara, Nagoda, Nellua and Tavalama divisional secretariat areas. Well, that is the weather forecast for the next 36 hours. The showers experienced in the southwestern part of the country are expected over the next couple of days, while thunder showers are expected in certain places after 2 p.m. It's back to the main news studio.
Thank you very much, Shaheen, for that update. Now, following up on the same story, 16 people have lost their lives due to the prevailing inclement weather, which has affected 20 districts of the country. The Disaster Management Centre said that more than 138,000 people have been affected and 53,616 people have been displaced and are currently residing in temporary shelters. At a media briefing convened this evening, the Disaster Management Centre reiterated that the landslide warnings issued previously are still in effect.
There have been a minor increase in the water level of the Kalani River at the Nagalagama Street water gauge. There hasn't been heavy rainfall along the Kalu River, so the water level has dropped somewhat. The water levels of the Ging and Nilwala rivers are also declining. The water level of the Mahau has risen because we have received heavy rainfall in that area. The water level of the Attanagalu Oya is also on the rise as we have had heavy rainfall in the catchment area.